Hi, I'm Tanker. This is Tanker's Review, and today I'm looking at PC versus console. Why do you even bother? Like, really think about it. That's like comparing a potato to a tomato. It doesn't work. That's like saying, oh, Mexican food is better than a sandwich. It doesn't work. Of course Mexican food's better than a sandwich. I'd eat a burrito over a sandwich any day of the week, but at the end of the day, that's what people do when they compare PC to console. A PC takes 4 hours to put together if done correctly. You know, if you go out and buy a crap load of parts like I've done and put it together, it'll take you 4+ hours to put it together. And that includes operating system, finding the latest drivers online, installing all the latest drivers, finding all the USB drivers, installing all the USB drivers, installing all these drivers, and installing all them, and then finally you can start to install your game, and it's never ending. But the enjoyment of putting a machine together, and the enjoyment of finding all those drivers and having your machine work at peak efficiency is very fulfilling. But then you might say, well, consoles aren't like that. You know, you don't have to go out and get a console and you'll be fine. You just got to plug and play. You don't have to put it together. Okay, yeah, you don't have to put it together. You just plug and play. It is literally that. You know, connect up the Ethernet to it to get the latest drivers, but really, that's it. And what's the problem with that? Why are you comparing that to a PC? This is what I don't understand. The console has its place. Its place is literally for the plug and play community. It's like when people sit there and say to me, oh, I own a Mac, and then every PC user jumps up and down, oh, Macs can't play games, Macs are... They actually don't know what's inside a Mac. Macs can play games. They really can. But the problem with a Mac is the RAM itself is attached to the motherboard. So if I go out and buy a laptop, I can replace the RAM at will. Most of the Macs that come out, the RAM's attached to the motherboard. To upgrade the whole RAM inside a Mac, you've got to upgrade the entire motherboard inside a Mac. That's why a lot of people sit there and go, Mac sucks, Mac sucks. Mac has their place, so do consoles. Consoles have their place for the plug and play. I literally plug it in, put a game in, and I can sit there and play for hours on end and enjoy myself. I can do a lot of things on a console, yes, given the fact that Homebrew channel does make things a lot better, and yes, Microsoft hates Homebrew because Homebrew allows you to do this and this, but there's a lot of options that you can do on a console that you can't do on a PC, but then there's a lot of options on a PC that you can't do on an Xbox or a PlayStation. Why compare either one to each other? This is what I don't understand. The PC components inside an Xbox or a PlayStation 4 are the same components that have been in consoles ever since consoles were invented. I'm not saying that the Xbox still has Atari, blah, blah, no. What I'm saying is PC components have been used to make consoles ever since they made consoles. The first ever computer, when it came out, no one knew what to do with it. So literally, after a while, someone thought of an easier way to do things. It's like World of Warcraft. It got massively big, very, very quick, because it was so easy. And that is really it. A lot of people sit there, oh no, you need skill to play World of Warcraft. No, you don't. I'm sorry, but you don't. If you want skill to play an MMO, go play the old stuff. Go play Dark Lineage. Go play Dark Lineage 2. Those games required you to grind for hours on end. So the same thing goes with consoles and PC. A console could be taken out of the box, plugged in, playing straight away. PC requires you to grind for hours on end to put the damn thing together, to get all the drivers, install all the games, and then you can finally play. So really, you're looking at a good afternoon to be able to set the thing up, put all the drivers in, put the games in, and actually start playing. To compare the two is insane. That's like me sitting there saying, oh, time travel's possible, and then someone else sitting there going, time travel's possible, but only if you do this. Really, like, you're gonna argue the same point I'm arguing, but then add your own little twist to it. At the end of the day, it doesn't make sense. All you're doing is trying to rationalize the fact that you think consoles suck compared to a PC. A PC doesn't suck. A console doesn't suck. Yes, okay. Everyone knows the fact that consoles are dead. After this generation, there's no more. Why is there no more? What you need to start looking at is, well, everyone thought virtual reality was going to come out when the Wii U came out, which was rather a joke right there, but still, everyone thought virtual reality was the next step. PlayStation 3 came out, the Xbox came out, and then everyone's like, well, what's Nintendo releasing? What's Nintendo releasing? That's when they found out the Wii was being released. Me, myself, and a lot of other people thought Nintendo was going to re-release the Virtual Boy, but better. Upgraded graphics, all that, but then Nintendo came out with the Wii and it was great. But it doesn't mean consoles have fallen on their face. Quite the opposite. Consoles have transitioned to what PC should have done ages ago. If you're a PC master race, then I'm sorry. PC Master Race should have transitioned a long time ago, but they keep doing the same thing. Here's an upgrade, upgrade. Here's an upgrade, upgrade. So the idea of comparing the two is still stupid. Consoles have moved on to virtual reality. Just Google Sony Morpheus. Just Google Windows VR. Even Xbox and PlayStation have realized the future is virtual reality. Nintendo, on the other hand, is, yeah. So we need to stop comparing tomatoes and potatoes. It doesn't work. It really doesn't. A console has its ups and downs. A PC has its ups and downs. Just respect each other for what it is and stop producing bad game ports. The fact that you even say it's a port says it all. I'm Tanker. Thanks for listening. Like, comment, sub.